Hey everybody, I'm Nicholas Bremer. I'd like to talk to you again about a controversial topic. So, I talked about this one a little bit ago in my 40-minute long video. So I just like to add on to it. I might have talked about some of these points in that video, but I just like to add on, I suppose. And it is beneficial, or I hope it's beneficial for you guys to know. So, anyway, I'd like to start with some scripture. Genesis 9 3. Genesis 9 3. Well, let's start before that, actually. Genesis 1:30 says, "And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat." And it was so. Now, Genesis 9:3 says, "Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you, even as the green herb have I given you all things." So, you can take that to mean whatever you want. If you take that to mean that eating vegetables is good for you, then that's fine. I mean, I I I tend to think that's what that says, but it's very complex because back uh, whenever the Old Testament happened, because that was Old Testament, back when the Bible happened, let's just say that they did not have genetic modification. They did not have uh, the agricultural revolution had not really happened as far as I know, and I don't know. There's just many things. All I can really tell you is my experience. After going on the carnivore diet, uh, whenever I eat plants or super processed grains like oats or sugars, cane sugar, stuff like that, I I start to get pains again, like in my legs, stuff that I used to deal with, pain, uh, headaches. Well, maybe not headaches so much as just inflammation, swelling, I think I used to swell a whole bunch. Like my face used to be just puffy, I guess. I don't know. And when I went on the carnivore diet, I lost 23 pounds. I no longer had pains in my legs. Like I used to get up like some people might think an old man gets up, they're like, "Oh." You know, they I mean that's just how I joke that um older people feel, and I'm not trying to poke fun or anything. But anyway, and so I went on this diet and it changed me. And it was due to completely cutting out everything that's not meat. And so I don't know. Genesis 1:30 says the green herbs were given for meat. So I don't know. I mean, that could mean for food, or that could literally mean for meat. I'm not sure. But anyway, I've got some points here to talk to you about. I This is already longer than I thought it'd be. So first point, on a carnivore diet, you will have less waste. You don't have to use the restrooms often. So, contrary to popular belief, it's not due to constipation, okay? It's not constipation that makes you not have to use the restroom as often. As a matter of fact, sometimes the opposite happens, if you know what I mean. As in, it's, well, let me just say that you better find a restroom quick or you're going to have to change your pants. Anyway, so that is due, the diarrhea is due to too much fat and the constipation is due to not enough fat. The lack of waste, however, is literally due to a lack of waste. Think about it. Uh, why do we have waste? Well, your body throws away, your body excretes, your body uh, defecates what it does not need, what it cannot need, what it cannot use. Uh, and it just so happens that we cannot use very well uh, lots of plants. Matter of fact, most plants, matter of fact, I would say we probably should not be eating plants. And I know that's controversial. I know it's contrarian, but there's a lot of testimonies out there of people trying this carnivore diet. They stop eating everything that my cat, everything that is related to plant material, like everything you'd find in the store, pancake mix, candy, all these things that are made from plant matter. And they literally just start eating meat, eggs, bacon. And sure, bacon can be cured in sugar and spices, and so you might maybe want to avoid those types of bacon, or just go for pork belly, which is what bacon is made from, and cut your own bacon. But these people, they've got these testimonies, and they've lost a lot of weight. They've lost all of their symptoms. I mean, some of these people they dealt. They do not deal. Their symptoms are actually in remission, but they dealt with psoriasis. That's the only one I can think of right now. But all these autoimmune diseases, things that we thought had to do with just, they just had to live with it, but it might actually be related to diet. Anyway, I better get going here. Second point, much less pain and inflammation. So I kind of already touched on that, but when I started this diet, I just stopped having pain. Like it's so weird to talk about, but I used to have leg and back pain and neck pain. I mean, I still do have pain every now and then. I mean, it's not like I'm invulnerable, but like, if I'll injure my neck, then yeah, my neck kind of hurts. Or if I go to the gym, I'm a little sore afterwards, but nowhere near as sore as I used to be on the standard American diet. And so, anyway, yeah, not as much pain and inflammation for sure. My third point is easy fat loss. I started this diet, or I started hearing about it in like January of 2023, which is this year. And I've been off and on it ever since, and I'm trying to stick to it consistently. But I think it was January 18th, I started it. Like I was committed for at least a month, I think, that I was fully on it. And I lost like 23 pounds in a month and a half. I can't really remember how long it was, but I lost all that weight, and it was basically all fat, because I mean, meat is very loaded with protein, and my muscle definition increased, my fat decreased, it seemed. I literally went from like 176 pounds to 155 pounds. Now I'm at, I think, 160, 161. So anyway, my fourth point is you will have healthier skin, healthier hair, etc. And with that healthier skin comes a lack of acne. This is not acne, I don't think. What is that? I think that's okay. That's just I got a pretty bad sunburn the other day, and I was wearing sunglasses. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a there's like a line um, tan there. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. So you'll have healthier skin, hair. Uh, just you'll be healthier. Let me just put it like that. So the reason why you have healthier skin, I think, this is my theory. I'm not a doctor yet, um, but I assume this is why, is because your skin is basically made of saturated fat. And there was the giant craze in the 60s, 70s where they said saturated fat was bad for you. Uh, that was actually not the case. And they still propel that same message today for some reason. A message all the way from the 70s. Saturated fat is the best fat. I mean, it's literally a saturated fat. Like it's saturated with hydrogen. It's the most energy. Well, I mean, again, I haven't studied this in a long time, and I haven't studied it in depth, but it's just good for you. I mean, I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but anyway, I mean, my skin and my hair are healthier than they've ever been, and so I just don't know what else. I don't know how else to tell you. I guess experience is the best teacher, and my experience tells me that this is the best diet for any human. I mean, if you're human, you might want to consider trying this diet. Um, I don't know. And finally, my last point is that you will have easy meal plans, meal prep, and it could even be cheaper visits to the grocery store as well. That could even mean cheaper visits to the grocery store. So think about it this way. When you're hungry, all you have to do literally is just get a steak, put it in a pan, cook it till it's brown on the outside, and then cut it, eat it. It doesn't get any simpler than that. I mean, ground beef is probably even easier. You just put it in a pan, cook it till it's brown. See, you don't even have to like cook it till it's black. I mean, there might be a little bit of red in there. That's perfectly fine. There's some evidence that humans used to be scavengers, and so we could very well have eaten raw meat in the past. Now, I'm not advocating you eat raw meat. Uh, you could, but I'm not advocating you do because there are diseases, and so maybe it's just better to be on the safe side. I have not tried that yet. If I do, I'll let you guys know, because who knows? Maybe it might be better. Uh, until proven otherwise, however, I'm going to keep cooking my food. And so, but yeah, it's super easy. I mean, you don't have to get these elaborate recipes. I mean, it ain't no puzzle. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out how to cook a steak. You literally just put it in a pan and wait. Anyway, can be cheaper because you're not buying all the other ingredients. I mean, the only other thing you might want to buy is salt. Salt doesn't come from a plant, and you may actually need salt to add to your diet, because as soon as you change to a carnivore diet, your body drops all of the glycogen. I think that's the right thing. I hope I'm saying that right. But the glycogen, which is stored by water or stored with water, your body will drop a lot of water weight, and as a result, drop all that glycogen, which happens to drop a lot of electrolytes. So you're going to need to replace that because water is a very good electrolyte. What an electrolyte is literally how well it conducts electricity. How well a medium conducts electricity, I think. I hope I'm remembering that right. I could be totally wrong. Okay, this is the end of this. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me. Yeah, if you have anything to add, please do. Feel free to. I'd like to start a discussion on this. It'd be cool to talk to y'all. And anyway, yeah, thanks for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.